Welcome to the fourth part of India Opportunity for Growth. Let's focus on the challenges of doing business in India. The first key challenge is regarding to starting a business. Brother, what can you tell us more about that, please?
Yeah, this is more related to the laws, the federal laws, the central government that has some permissions required, the state government, and then there's the regional laws. So basically, bureaucracy is one of the major reasons that is causing a barrier, you can say.
At the same time, because of the pandemic, digital processes have gone ahead and streamlined bureaucracy. So that's something
Yes,
that is positive and
yes,
should help.
that's positive. Yes.
The next step is related to dealing with construction permits. The World Bank has registered some improvements, for that. Now we have the India is ranked at the 27th spot. What can you tell us about that, brother?
Yeah, this is to do with the policies that are getting newer. They're getting fresher in terms of foreign direct investments to help them build their infrastructure and so forth. But dealing with the permits to start the construction is still not a single window process. So it's a barrier.
Yes. Next step also is relevant to the key factor of getting the proper electricity supply. That depends also on the fact that where electricity is available, of course. I mean, because there are many city and then suburban and also like rural areas that could be available, depending on the business. That is something that still it can be complex. Tell us more, please.
Yeah, so basically, India is forming smart grids, and many cities and villages are being covered under it. But still, I mean, we are in the process of getting a full-fledged electricity grid in every region or every state for successful plug-and-play system. So that's still a little bit going to take some time in
And
future.
to deal with.
Yeah, to be.
The next topic is a key one, and that is regarding the real estate market. As the World Bank points out, we are at the 154th place in India for registering property for foreigners. Now, the real estate market, brother, can be quite tricky for businesses. Tell us more about it, please.
Yeah, it can be quite tricky for businesses because the real estate values have increased too much in the last 15, 20 years. And that has eventually also increased the rental if you take premises for rent. But it is also at the same time negotiable because it depends on whom you're dealing with. If the rental company is a good entrepreneur, I mean, he understands long term vision on things. But buying a property and doing business is you're getting into complexities and you're going to deal with the project.
Yes, so therefore the focus, regarding businesses, implementation of business, even manufacturing business, is
Yeah.
always to try to have rent places, of course, respecting the budgets and the sustainable budgets that are pertaining to the business. That is something that is possible with a
Yes.
lot of legwork on the field, of course.
Yes, of course, of course.
Then another aspect is related to a challenge is related to getting credit. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, getting credit is a little bit of a challenge, not only for the foreign companies these days, but also for Indian companies. The reason being is one is the higher rate of interest. That is one thing. A foreign company can get a loan from their banks, from the foreign banks, at cheaper rate of interest. That's a different advantage that they get in their country. But also the compliances that the company needs to go through to get credits is a little bit complex.
Yes, but at the same time, therefore, what is advisable is to get credit, not, right in
Yes,
India, but
yes.
abroad. And by the way, also related to Italy, there are many programs, also, for example, offered by SMEs that allow, to do that and then to develop the investment
Sure,
in India.
sure.
Another key topic is related to paying taxes, and related to pay taxes, what we can say is that it is very important to plan and try to be proactive on the system. What can you tell us more about that,
Yes,
please?
there are a few taxes that can be tricky. So it's better that you do your homework first properly about how you are running your business, so that you do not invite troubles in from the tax agencies.
most of all, there is the key issue that pertains internationally of the transfer pricing, and it is something that both like the Indian government and the Italian government are focusing on.
Sure.
And what is important here is to do the proper homework both in Italy and in India, and make sure that the professionals, skilled professionals in both countries are able to work and focus together on the project and operate in the best interest for the common client.
Sure.
This concludes part 4 of our introduction. Thank you.
Thank you.